No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the game's best bats slug it out. Back in just a moment. Cole Hamels is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's only 2 for 10. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27.
Digging in now, Mike Trout. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. La Stella, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Hayward's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Justin Bour.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and the big left-handed hitting first baseman Justin Bour will bat next. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. A shot down the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Stepping in now, Zach Cozart. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering. Behind 0-2 now. Second and third, 2 away. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Chris Stratton is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder,
First offering on its way. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is taken. Ball 3. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
batting second, the third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. In there at the knees. 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. We head to the second, scoreless at Wrigley. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting eighth, the right fielder,
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Zobrist has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Wilson Contreras for his career in this matchup. He's 1 for 2.
the catcher, Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-2 now. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. Here's Simmons at short. Scooped up. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun. I feel one of the most underrated ball players in all the game. Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there. Just got a nice feel for the game.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Pops this one up. On the run is Goodwin, but this will land untouched. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Daniel Descalso. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The relay. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Descalso stands at second with 2 gone. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Into the box, Chris Stratton's 9-1-2 due up.
Number 36.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. 1-1 to the Angels pitcher.
1-1.
The 1-1. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. 1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. First pitch on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Another 0-2 coming. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Hayward to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of the slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
In now, Tommy La Stella, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A bouncer up the middle. Baez has it throw gets him 2 down.
The center fielder, number 27.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Trout. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his leg.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Angels strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Next to the Cubs.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Ball 2 now.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
0 for 1 here in the early going. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. From the stretch. Fouled off. Bryant stands at first with 1 out. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. First home run of the campaign for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Good battle. Count remains full. The payoff pitch one more time. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And gone into the right field bleachers. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. 4th home run here in the early going. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, Jason.
Ready now, Jason Hayward. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Calhoun, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Into the box, Daniel Descalzo, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit softly down the line at first. Bohr will take this one to the bag himself, and with that comes the end of the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Angels nothing. So striding forward now, Justin Bohr. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Smoke on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Standing in now, Brian Goodwin, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Moore on second. Cozart on at first with nobody out. Bryant is up with it. The second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Kevin Smith will be next. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 4 and the Angels 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Line drive to center field, and Hamels helps himself out. He's got a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 18.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits. So it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Now here comes the Angels skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, and you have to figure he will not be thrilled with his performance in this one. Luis Garcia answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now the 1-0 hits the outside corner, strike one. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high into the bleachers and out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center, 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one, I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box, Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-0 count. Here it is. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Rizzo stands at second with no outs. A ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. As a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. Trout is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than one hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
All right, thanks, Heidi. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. This one's into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run off the bat of Peter Borges. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's a 7-2 game now.
This is one of those pitches that will stick with a pitcher for a long time after a game. Here's a hitter who's average at best, doesn't hit for a lot of power, not a great average. He has him down in the count 0-2, and what does he do? Grooves one right to him, and even an average hitter like this will punish your mistakes.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Two runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Drilled on the ground to short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Zobrist is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels get 1 on this swing by Peter Borges. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Angels 2. Hansel Robles, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 57, Hansel Robles.
Standing in, Jason Hayward. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Daniel.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the ever-versatile Daniel Descalso. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The windup and the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. The 0-2 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Crowd on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cole.
Digging in and looking for more, Paul Hamels. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB. He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
I mean, he's got to hunt better pitches in the zone to get a sac bunt down. Going to be interesting to see if the manager keeps it on right here or lets him swing away.
And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ben Zobrist. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's running. This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2.